Do you want to know how to attach additional pine cones to your artificial Christmas garland? I'm Julie from Julie Davis Flower Workshops and Flower Start, the online flower arranging classes. So here I've got my Christmas garland so far. In video 1 I showed you how to fluff your garland and attach fairy lights. I've then added in part 2 of my video how to attach natural greenery, and since you've last seen this garland I've added in a bit more of the golden ivy here. To begin with, my ivy was just at either end of the garland with my red berries in the middle, and I thought that looked a bit strange, so I've cut off some of the side shoots of the holly, the glittered holly, and interspersed that with my red berries, and it just gives a better look with the gold merging into the red, more gold with the red, and then the same the other side ending in gold. I've added in my buried ivy and my bay, and I'm just starting to add in pine cones. So the easiest way to do this, if you don't have any floristry wires, is to take your pine cones and use your hot glue gun. So I'm putting a dab of glue on the bottom of the pine cone and then nestling the pine cone in, and I think I'm going to have to change the angle of my camera, otherwise you won't be able to see what I'm doing. So taking the pine cones, and this one here I've got it's still got the stem on it, it's a sequoia pine cone, running the glue along that edge and then I'm just nestling them in, and these will come out easy enough. I can either keep them in there all year ready for next year, but when I take the garland apart in the new year I'll be undoing all these twist ties, and then by then the glue would have gone a little bit brittle and I will be able to quite easily pull off the pine cones and use them for something else during the year, or keep them on the door with as well. So glue on the side edge there, and you just nestle it down inside where you think it's visually pleasing. So I've got this central area where I'm concentrating the decoration, so from that central area everything moves out to the sideways, and the same this side, just so you've got a lovely flow. And it's really as easy as that really, and just make sure when you're using the glue gun you don't put your fingers in the glue because the glue is hot, and then decide where you're going to put them. So my pine cones here, I've got several different kinds. Some of them are quite closed, and I've got some tiny pine cones here which can be quite brittle, they might snap off, so we just have to give it a go and hot glue down there and then nestle it in so it looks like a natural part of the garland. And this is much faster than conventional wiring with florist wires or with pipe cleaners. And you could do this as well. I've kept it quite natural here, but if you had Christmas baubles left over, you could glue Christmas baubles in, and really my advice is to layer things up as you go along. So I started off with my plain garland that I fluffed up, and then I added in my decorative garlands, my berries and my glittered holly, and then I added in my layer of the buried ivy, and then I've been back off camera and added in my bay and then the pine cones. So you could leave it at that, or if I felt it needed any more decoration, I could raid my Christmas bauble box. I could put orange slices in there, pine cones, it's up to you really. But I would say when you are making this, out of preference I would build it, make it up in situ. If you are garlanding around a staircase, a banister, you'll find that the weight distributes itself slightly differently, and what you think is the top surface may end up with the weight sort of rolling forwards a bit, and you might end up looking at the side or even the underside of the garland. So just be aware that it might need adjusting once you've got it into position, or you could just lay it flat on the Christmas table or have it running straight along your mantelpiece. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.